For our lesson today, you're going to need your Icky book, and you're going to open it up to page 7. We had started page 6 and a few of the words on page 7, but we're going to finish page 7 today together. So remember, Icky likes to watch different TV shows so that he can learn about a whole bunch of different things. And when you watch TV, a lot of times you have to see commercials. And sometimes, we don't like commercials. But sometimes we see toys on the TV or really yummy looking food that we might want to try. So sometimes we might like commercials. We were reading 2 words to ourselves, whispered reading, 2 words under the picture, and choosing the one that matched the picture, or that made sense with the picture. Well, since you are at home, you can practice your whisper reading voice if you want to, or you can chop and blend and read the word out loud. When you do that, you should pause the video so that you have time. Sometimes it takes people a couple of tries before they hear the word that they're blending, and sometimes it takes people 1 try and that's it. So since it all takes us different times, pausing the video would be really good. That way you're not rushed to practice the word. So I would like you to look at this picture, think in your brain, what am I looking at? What are these? It's not a salad in this picture, is it? No. And then read the words to yourself, chop and blend. And when you're done, you can unpause and come back and we'll decide which one matches. Okay, so you should have tried these 2 words on your own. Now we're going to chop, blend, and read them together. D-a-l-s. Dolls. Dolls. Does dolls match this picture? It does. These are some dolls. So we're going to circle the word dolls. Now it's a good idea to try the other word just in case, just to make sure we picked the right one. So let's chop, blend, and read this word. D-a-g-s. Dogs. Dogs. Yep, I'd say we picked the right one. Dolls. On the bottom of page 7, we see somebody cooking. And they have a really big pot. And this is the top of the pot. The top of the pot we could also call something else, and that's the word we're going to listen for. So pause the video and chop, blend, read these 2 words to yourself. Okay, now that you practiced them or tried them on your own, let's try them together. Lid. 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 Is this a lid? Yes, it is. Lid is another word for top. So we are going to circle the word lid. Let's try the second one just for practice and to make sure we did pick the right word. Slid. 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 Yeah, we picked the right one. This is a lid. Slid is like if you were sliding around and you fell on the ice or on the floor. That would be a slid. And that's not what's happening here. We have one more. What's happening in the picture? I see a little boy with a box of Band-Aids. He must have hurt himself. He doesn't look very glad, does he? Pause the video and read these 2 words to yourself and circle the one that matches the picture. Now that you practiced them on your own, let's try them together. Sad. 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 Does sad match the picture? Yes, that little boy is sad because he hurt himself. Let's read the second one just for practice. Sag. 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 I don't see anything sagging like Sal's punching bag when it lost all of the air. So yep, I think we picked the right one. Next up, we're going to do page 8. On page 8, we see a couple different TV screens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with different TV shows that Icky is watching. Our job is to listen for the beginning sound of what we see in the picture, and we're going to write it down. We're going to use lowercase letters. Please make sure you're using a pencil and you're using the handwriting lines correctly. Here we see an astronaut on the moon. Say astronaut. What sound do you hear at the beginning of the word astronaut? I hope you're also doing the action. We hear the letter A. So we're going to write a lowercase a. A lowercase a starts at the yellow line, curves back, around, push up, pull down. There's our letter A. Say swimming. What letter do you hear at the beginning of swimming? That's our letter S, like sandwich. And S starts at the yellow line and curves back and then curves forward, and it sits right on the chocolate line. Say the word cowboy. What sound do you hear at the beginning of cowboy? That's our letter C. Letter C starts at the yellow line, curves backwards, and sits right on the chocolate line. Say lion. What letter do you hear at the beginning of lion? That's our letter L. Letter L starts at the pink line and goes straight down to the chocolate line. That's an easy letter, isn't it? Say dancers. What letter do you hear at the beginning of dancers? That's our letter D. And remember, we're going to write a lowercase d. Start with the C to make a D. So start with the letter C. Look, there it is. It looks like a C, but I'm not done. I push all the way up to the pink and pull all the way back down. I hope you're using your pencil grip also. We don't want to hold our pencils like this. The last one, say igloo. What do you hear at the beginning of igloo? That's our brand new letter I. I starts at the yellow line and goes down to the chocolate line with the dot on top. Oof, I shouldn't be using my pencil on my letter cards. Start at the yellow line, pull down to the chocolate, dot on top. What a great review of a lot of the letters we've already learned.